All right, I'm trying to figure out this whole live thing, but long story short, I am Franny of Shine with Franny, and I help entrepreneurs shine online. And I do that through helping them grow their businesses, launch their businesses, or scale their businesses through media marketing messaging. But I am so glad you're here because I have an important lesson to share with you today. And I think it's something that anyone can learn. It doesn't have to be a business lesson. It's kind of a life lesson. And after all, we know that life teaches us lots of lessons all the time. So several years ago, some of you know that my platform, I first started off helping people with weight loss. And I myself have been able to maintain 125 pounds plus of weight loss over the last few decades. And so with that being said, I often will share about some of the stories that relate to my fitness journey. So if you are tuning in and you are on a fitness journey, give me a thumbs up because I think that we applaud anyone who it's a constant journey. You know, we never arrive at a state of fitness. While you may lose weight, you have to always maintain it. So with that being said, I decided after I had lost quite a bit of weight, I was like, you know, I'm going to run. Now, if you know me personally, you know that I am not a runner. I never enjoyed it growing up, and I really did not like it. But one year I decided that I was going to run a race every quarter. So, 4 times a year I was going to run a race. And I was working at a school at the time, and they had this great 5K fun run. And so, of course, I'm at the starting line up there, and I'm getting ready to sign, to start. And I see this lady in my front right hand peripheral vision, and she was very pregnant. Like, I found out later she was 7 months pregnant. So I start off the race, and in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm totally going to beat her. And if you've ever run a race, give me a thumbs up too. Let me know that 5K doesn't seem like a lot for some people. It's only 3.2. But for me at this point, I had never really run. Like, I literally trained for this for you guys for like months. So I decide that I see this lady in my far right-hand corner of my eye, and I see this pregnant woman, and I immediately think like, oh, she's going to totally scale back. She's very pregnant at this point. So I'm like, she's going to slow down. She's not going to, she's not going to run. She's going to walk. So we start the race, and I'm couple huffing and puffing, breaths in, and I see her, and she's going at a pretty good clip. And I'm, watching her, and I've got my headset on, and I'm like, oh, she's clearly going to slow down. She's clearly going to slow down. I keep on thinking this. And if you're a runner, or if you've ever run a race, give me a thumbs up if you have ever watched someone. And for those of you, if you're not watching this live, that's, even if you're if you're watching this on a rebroadcast, I come in and I come back and weigh in. So please make sure you do that as well. But so I see her, and I keep on thinking to myself, oh, she's going to slow down. She's going to slow down. And she doesn't slow down. She keeps up at this like very fast-paced clip. And, not fast-paced, because I call my jog, I call it like a walk and a jog. So I call it a wog. And so that's my friend Jody who shared that with me, that's what she does. So long story short, I see her running, and she doesn't slow down. And here is the thing that I learned after that, because guess what? We crossed the finish line, and this 7-month pregnant woman beat me across a finish line on a 5K race. Now, mind you, I am like mortified at this point, because the entire race, like I could see her just a few hundred, not even a few hundred yards, just a little bit in front of me. And I'm thinking to myself, how did I lose to this lady who is 7 months pregnant? Now, mind you, I'm very not pregnant at this time. It was like 28 years old. And so I was fired up. And so afterwards, I was really thinking about it, and I was like, gosh, I was mad at myself, because the entire time I could see her, almost like if you're running a race, give, a pacer. And for those of you who might be watching, give me a thumbs up if you've ever run a race and you followed that person and you're like, oh, I'm going to beat them. I'm going to lap them. And as I started thinking about this afterwards, I thought about it, and I thought, you know what? Here's the thing. I thought she was going to fall out of the race. I thought that 7-month pregnant lady running this 5K, I thought she was going to slow down. Like, my belief was more in her than my belief in me was that I could go faster. And so that certainly has helped me and like pushed me forward. I have friends who tell me like I'm overachiever, I'm ultra ambitious, I'm uber driven. Those are all great things. But I honestly go back to the time in my life where that 7-month pregnant woman beat me across the finish line. I oftentimes go back in that place in my head, because I'm like, you know what? I believed that she would slow down. I didn't believe that I could speed up. And so it's just a mindset shift. And I think right now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is obviously, in the business space, we think, I'm sharing this because in my coaching groups this week, everybody, like a lot of people are like, well, everyone's doing it. And people are, a lot of people I work with are health and wellness or fitness people. And they're like, oh, but there's so many other yoga people doing it. And there's so many other fitness instructors doing this. And I was like, yes. And if you saw my post yesterday, I just did a picture, of me standing like in the superwoman pose. And I said, look, like you are you, that's your superpower. And so many people, I think, get tied up and they think that the other people are doing it. And they think that the other people are so far ahead of them, but they themselves drop out of the race, metaphorically speaking. And so they're too busy focused on the pregnant lady in front and waiting for her to slow down than they are with themselves. And I guess this is all metaphorical, guys. They're more focused on that person who's doing it or who's running in front of them than they are with saying, hey, how can I pick it up? What can I do differently? What do I need to let go of? What is my mindset shift around that? So I was just hoping that this was a message for somebody today. And it doesn't have to be you guys in business. It could be perhaps in your fitness level. Maybe you're looking around and you're like, oh my gosh, my sister, that skinny little twig, she's always, she doesn't have to worry about it. She's always looking good and things like that. And like, rather than focusing on what she's doing, focus on what you can do. And then the same thing, if it is in business, really be thinking, okay, don't get preoccupied with them. I heard a really great interview from Oprah. And it was, she was talking about her story and, I guess her team, they were talking about like when she first started her talk show. And they were like, oh, well, the ratings are this and Donahue. And for those of you who, if you remember Donahue, Phil Donahue and Sally Jesse Raphael, give me a thumbs up. Or even Ricky Lake, like those were the people that she was talking about. And they were saying that, all of her not her critics, but her team was like, well, their ratings are higher and they're doing this. And she's like, I'm not worried about what they're doing. I'm worried about what we're doing and what we're going to do to get better. And I think that that was such a powerful testament too, because so often it's easy in this day and age because of the onset, kind of the onslaught, if you will, of social media to kind of get caught up in this and to think, well, what is everyone else doing? I don't have a huge following, but you guys, you know what? Like I got let go from my job in February and I've doubled my salary in April. So guess what? It's working. And I don't have a huge following. I don't have thousands and thousands of people. I don't have, people the size of Oprah or Danny Johnson follow me. But I've been able to do it because I'm not focused on them. I'm following in their footsteps, perhaps, and they're leading the charge. But I'm not bragging about that, you guys. I'm just simply saying it can be done because I'm focused on where I'm going and serving the people that God has entrusted me with. I'm not focused on who else is around me doing what I'm doing. That's great. And I applaud them. And I'll tell some people who I talk with, I'm like, look, I don't think I'm the best coach for you. Like, I think you need to go to X, Y, and Z because they're going to do what you need. They're going to give you what you need. So I hope that is helpful for somebody today. And if so, by all means, even if you're watching this as a rebroadcast, let me know. I come back in and I weigh in on the comments. So, and I also love to know where you guys are from. A lot of times I get people who are like from different countries, and British Columbia, I've got somebody who follows me from there. And it's fun when I hear her talk that Canadian accent. I've got somebody from Australia. So let me know also, you guys, where you're from. But the most important thing I want you to think about is what is the belief that you have in your respective, space that you're looking to reach a goal. Again, it doesn't have to be in business, but if you're looking for a goal, what is the belief you have? Again, my belief was that she's going to slow down, not that I could speed up. And so I always love looking at the word belief, B-E-L-I-E-F, and it has the word lie in the middle of it, L-I-E. And if you've been following me since the time of Shine with all the fitness, I oftentimes talked about the lies we believe, but it happens in every area of life, you guys. It's not just in fitness, right? We believe lies, and the L-I-E stands for the limitations we place upon ourselves. For me, I was a limiting belief that I could not go faster. It was a limiting belief that she was going to slow down. And then E is either excuses or expectations. We have these expectations for ourselves that are really high, or we make excuses for why, we can't go faster. Well, I'm just not built for running, was what I was saying to myself. And then I jumped ahead. I is intimidation. So L-I-E, I is intimidations. My intimidation might be in business. Oh my gosh, well, they're doing it. They're so successful. They've got such a big following. They've got such a big list. And then I'm intimidated by that. And then I back down. And then the E is either expectations or excuses. So L-I-E. So think about how you might be not serving yourself and how you might be playing small as a result of the lies that you're believing. So let me know if that is by chance you, if there's something that you're struggling with, something that you're challenged with, and perhaps how I might be able to support you. Much love to you guys. Have a great day, and I hope that helps you. And if this does help, please, by all means, I do a lot of videos and I share a lot with my email list, and that comes out. It depends on the week and how far in advance I've prepared. But there was a video that went out this morning that is not here on Facebook. It's not on Instagram. It is on YouTube, so you can go over there and subscribe and check that out. Or you can, of course, subscribe to my email list at shinewithfranny.com, and you'll get that Shine email delivered right to your inbox. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for weighing in.